So just bear with us for just one more. Joe, Rudy Rullo. Joe?
How's everybody doing out there today? Yeah! Let's get some energy. The last speaker, come on. Woo! I'm here for two reasons. One, to support the Second Amendment. The second is to tell Washington and those liberal Democrats we can't take it anymore. Yeah! Today I join hardworking, law-abiding, constitutional-following, patriotic Americans in assembly with the freedom to speak at our state's capital in the great state of New Jersey, protected by our First Amendment by God. The right to not only speak, but to assemble as one to fight with peaceful debate of why our government should not take away our Second Amendment rights to bear arms. The same government that is beholden and swears upon Bible to follow and obey the United States Constitution is considering infringing on the rights of law-abiding, sane, patriotic Americans to restrict their rights in the Second Amendment. The same government and president who draft you in times of war, forcing you to bear arms to kill in the name of freedom and security of the United States, is taking away your Second Amendment rights here at home. They expect us to die and fight for this country, which we will, but then they want to take our weapons when we come home. The same government that has failed to focus on thousands of illegal guns circulating in the streets, like in Trenton here, focuses on law-abiding, sane citizens exercising their rights to protect their families from the same. The same government that has failed to show courage to eradicate gangs, killing thousands in the inner cities where many of these anti-Second Amendment politicians come from, instead focuses on the rights of the upstanding citizens who protect our country, like all of you law-abiding citizens. God bless you. The same government has failed to implement an immediate plan to stop the aggressive pattern of young adults going on killing sprees in schools, is refusing to consider right to carry for teachers and administration, temporary military presence, or police. No, just more laws to destroy the Second Amendment. Yet, does everybody remember Obama saying, anything just to save one life? Anything to save one life. But then he bashes the NRA because they want to stop the killing before June. They should have military presence in that school between now and June. Any death that occurs has nothing to do with guns, has nothing to do with the Second Amendment. It has to do with stupidity by our government not following a pattern that our children are being stalked upon like sheep by wolf. Yeah! The same government that wants to railroad an outdated bill from 1994 to appease liberal Senator Feinstein and her Second Amendment gang like Menendez and Lautenberg destroys and drowns out the voices crying out to fix the existing laws this government has failed to execute.
Roll out!
The same government that has legislated laws to the point of dictatorship, like in New Jersey, where you can't legally protect yourself in your own home from murderers without fear of spending the rest of your life in prison to protect your family. The same government that expects you to wait to be killed or hopes you can run fast enough to stay alive rather than trusting law-abiding, sane Americans to carry and conceal and stand their ground to protect the life God gave you and your family. The same government that refuses to acknowledge it has failed with the strictest laws in the United States in cities where gun laws are amongst the strictest in nations like Trenton here, Chicago, Newark, and Camden. In New Jersey, more laws will work. They're just insanity.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The same government that doesn't enforce its current laws, like half the mental illness background checks that are not followed up and sent to its appropriate reporting agency, expect more and more failed legislation. Maybe the legislators need to be on medication because they're insane. It just ain't working. The same government that doesn't want to secure a nation where it is expected to have accountability for your children, teaching them, thou shalt not kill. is unwilling to face tough issues at hand to fix the problem and to love God Almighty and to trust His ways. The same government that has failed to win a drug war, enabled illegal immigration, gave into prohibition, and won't face the people, not the guns, who waste their God-given talents on this earth. That's all they want is their 15 minutes of fame for mass murder. The same government that is corrupt, makes laws that they don't follow, intentionally works to destroy the Second Amendment, and expects the respect of debate from law-abiding, patriotic Americans to take away their God-given Second Amendment right like you fine folks here. Now, I say to the government, follow the Constitution, giving Americans their God-given Second Amendment rights, and stop being the government that has failed this nation the same.
Yeah.
Two, I say to our government, stop blaming everyone and everything in the name of the Second Amendment rights, and focus your blame and allocate resources on the few that kill our children to make change in the state of mental health, take gangs off the streets, and be champions of family values.
Yeah.
Alas, I say to our government, do what you have been elected to do and save our nation from crushing debt, high taxes, and actually pass a budget and follow the very laws that you make and swear by in the United States Constitution. Thank you for coming out today. God bless you. God bless America, and fight for the Second Amendment. God bless you. And God bless Frank Lamingo for doing this today.